last time we saw each other, we were both on stage and in Munich. So this is now the new normal as we know it, not being together, but also not apart. How are you doing?
Well, it's COVID time, so we are all a bit, I would say, frustrated. But here in London, things are improving fast, health-wise. So I hope that very soon I could resume my travel and join you in Munich again and share wonderful experiences as usual.
I did come up, and this is, as I said, a century ago already. It feels like from another era. We had three topics as main points of our discussion. And the first one was that I was generally underwhelmed by the industry with regards to your industry, your insurance, art insurance industry, with regards to the claims management. So what can you tell me? How are you differing in that regard?
We listen to our clients and prospects, and therefore we put a lot of attention to design a very dedicated art claims process with art experts, claims experts, and also a very timely way to tackle the issues of the clients, especially for art preservation, because we all know that it is critical to be on the spot and preserve the pieces when it is still time after the issue has occurred. So I think we have fulfilled it. Luckily, we have not had yet to experience it, but it works and it's tested and it's solid and the people are strong. So I think you could give us your collection. It will be in good care.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. The second point that we discussed was that I thought that still many of the insurance companies think of art collectors as one group, as one type of individual, as one type of customer, which in fact is not really true, because my collection is very different from contemporary art collections that are all the rage these days. With
I would say, as our walls show.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I just thought there should be much more, and there could be much more emphasis on individual services regarding the special needs of a special collection in special times. So what is your offer in that regard?
The answer is the answer of the art expertise of our team. We are now operational not only in Germany, in Munich, as you know, but also in France and in Italy. And everywhere we have been able to hire or to train certainly the best expert in that field, which means that if your needs are geared towards classical pieces, we will find the competence internally. And we will take the time to advise you, to listen to your needs and to issue, the proper cover. It's a question of proximity and the quality of the people for me. It's essential.
Well, and I also wanted to have this one touch of a button kind of service. I thought it's very helpful if I don't need to call or approach different services within your organization, but more have the opportunity to basically have one entry point. How has that materialized?
Yeah, it has materialized in two ways. The concierge service is present in the 3 countries. It means that every of our clients has a dedicated concierge, physical person who is able to totally get all kind of requests and also answer spontaneously by providing dedicated services. Yeah, let's say if you need to move some pieces from Munich to Wörlitz, she will organize you the transport, she will organize you the dispatch and make sure that your pieces are arriving in a pristine condition. and this is for transport, but this is also for cleaning, this is also for restoration work, this is also for many services we bring that way. So this contact is an added value contact, it's services, it works by the phone, but you have also the digital version if you prefer to handle it via your mobile.
So, which leads me basically to the big issue that we talked at length the last time we met on stage, which is regarding the big topic of digitization. What have you made as great strides since we met? So it's been over a year. Have you been able to implement something that is going to work, if not already now, then very soon in the future?
Well, the first version of our app is already working and is already used by existing clients. So and we are launching the second version. I think technology is not a static thing. You know, we need always to add up features and to always associate us also with technology providers, innovative technology providers. So already you can deal with all your insurance operation online, but this is not extremely original, but you can, at the moment, you can have your expertise online. You know, if you have a doubt regarding or an object which has maybe a bit old, then you can access online an expert, dedicated expert, different from the different categories, and this expert can issue you a certificate of value. We had also another feature, which is the market overview. We have teamed up with a wonderful fintech firm, Canadian fintech firm called Wonder, and those people data mining and data crunching millions of price points in the art market and can give you very interesting trend regarding the value of pieces. So this is something innovative, and this is something easily to get online via the app. Naturally, all the concierge services are now online as well, so you can order the services directly via the app. And this works in the 3 countries I mentioned and in the 3 languages I mentioned. So there is this customization of the service to make sure that everybody is comfortable with it. So it's not all in English.
I see. And I had a look at the app, and I find it very interesting that you could offer something like that, which is the first in the industry. I haven't found something like that at any other insurance company, or is there someone else?
Well, there are insurance apps, but this one is really dedicated to the collector. You know, you have a collecting features, you have all the service features, you have also the possibility to store your documents attached to the pieces, all your bills, certificates. It's really a tool to help you or your assistant to service the collection. So, and in that sense, yes, it's original. Yeah.
Wonderful. Because one thing very fascinating to me, and you already mentioned it, was this opportunity to basically be upfront with the trending in contemporary art. Now, I'm not a contemporary art collector, but I can see the benefit because basically it's a portfolio, it's a financial portfolio that many of the contemporary collectors have. And I thought this was really striking.
Yeah, it's a new feature, and it enables people who are buying and selling and who are very active in the market, yeah, to have this trend in mind and very quickly get their data. And yeah, we try, you know, as you said, there are very different types of collectors. So we need to make our solution open enough to cover those needs, and we need to team up with very good specialists, technological specialists who can custom-made our approach. And this is the case for Wonder, for the valuation, for the portfolio valuation, as you mentioned, as it was the case in the past with Monuma and Emmanuel Warren for the long distance expertise. So, and there will be others, you know, because there are other topics we can help solve by technology. You see, I mean, behind those technological features, there are always experts, I mean, people. And for us, this is important. It's not a computer doing things for you or arbitraging things for you. No, at the end, you have access to a real person and you bring tailor-made services. So it's really technology to the service of collecting and not technology for technology's sake.
So looking to the future, what basically is the next big thing, the next new normal we can look for with regards to your proposals or your offer?
We are working and the team has been wonderful, during this period of time, because we have been meeting only once in the last year and a half. So it requires extremely motivated and competent colleagues, and they are all. And we have been able to work all together in many things, new product areas, complementing our existing private products. So we are going to cover institutional and especially private museums and this category of museum with same type of approach, powerful insurance product, services adapted to the museum, especially in terms of business continuity management, which is a critical need for smaller museums, and digital features to help solve some administrative hurdles the museums are facing. We are also complementing our private range with the classic car range and trying again to be very innovative in that matter. I touch a chord.
That's actually something that I wanted to ask you, because you talked about this last year.
Bentley, I guess.
And I do have an old timer, as you know, it's a Jaguar. And so this is coming up. Is this already?
It's on the way, and we will certainly start by our Italian colleagues, but it will come to Germany as well and France. I mean, this is always the path we do. I mean, depending on the competencies and the energy we can gather to get things done. And we are also working on a mini product, what I would call something very digital, for young generation of collectors or people who inherited few pieces, but who cannot take a very comprehensive homeowner cover because they simply don't have the need of that. So it will be fully online, extremely simple for the client, but they will also benefit from the digital support and concierge services. So we are trying to also help the new generation getting there.
I can only hope that we'll all have great fun for the rest of the year, and that we get out to see and experience and smell and touch and feel art as we used to in the past. But the new normal has its advantages, because otherwise, for instance, we couldn't have talked as we did today.
Indeed. And I think those tough times, and we should reckon them for what they are. I mean, are also because they are making us strong in bonds, in teams and in spirit, and always contributing, I think, to foster the art and help the sharing of it across digital world or physical world. I thank you for your support, Sven, all the time.
My sincere pleasure. So see you next with champagne.
Indeed. Take care.
And you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.